Hey guys, we're back to look at the purple dust rifts today, and as usual, I'll be showing you three different teams that I use to auto these rifts, and I'm starting off with the fastest team, or the team that I like best, the team that I personally use. So I'm bringing a bunch of purples and yellows. The reason for this is I want the yellows to target the Rift boss. They're going to be able to do the most damage against purple because yellow and purple are strong and weak towards each other. And I want the totems to focus on the purple heroes because the totems are yellow, and it's also nice to have purple heroes because they'll actually match tiles away from the Rift boss. That's really important because the Rift boss actually has an insta-kill ability, which is very unique in this game and extremely annoying. So Esmeralda is giving the increased critical damage, which is standing in for a more kind of typical increased attack role that I would normally bring somewhere else. I could bring Gafadith for the increased attack, but that gives me one fewer purple hero to match tiles away from the Rift boss. I'm bringing Zarkon because that poison is sometimes really handy for just finishing off the last bits of HP on both the Rift boss and the mobs in the earlier waves. And of course the two yellow snipers, which do a ton of damage. And Nephra here is really the key. She is giving revive, and if someone dies she can revive them. You can also use someone like Leopold, but I don't have Leopold. So the next two teams will basically address the question of what happens if you don't have Nephra or Leopold, since they are both legendary heroes. And I don't really believe in chasing heroes, so it's better to find different ways, in my opinion, rather than going crazy over a hero you're never guaranteed to get. So this team that I'm going in with now is basically an all attack team. So I'm just bringing a couple of really good snipers, and Gisela is also giving the defense down. I've gone for blue and green so that they can gain mana together. That's just a little bit more efficient, but of course you can go with whatever snipers you like. If you go with purple snipers, that can be an issue because they're not going to target the Rift boss, right? So just be a little bit aware of that. And I think it can be nice to bring snipers who have a chance of a second hit. For example, Cyril, even though I didn't bring him here. And Savior is also nice. He can do a second hit if the enemy has curse. So that's just some chance of doing a little bit extra damage, which is always appreciated. We're gonna see that this team is much less efficient because we're not using yellow snipers. The problem is the moment that I bring yellow snipers, the Rift boss is going to target them, and I want all of my snipers to stay alive because it's difficult enough as it is. So I brought Gwyn for increased speed, and that's important mostly in the mob stages, so waves 1 and 2, and I don't really need her in the last one. I just need my snipers to stay alive. So that's why I've gone for that choice. And now we go to the third one in just a second. So here I've thought for a little while about, what can I do if I want to use a reviver, but I don't have Nephra or Leopold. So I have Drauhos. I think another option would be one of the other revivers may be Sip or I think Iskra, the yellow hero in Ozanka's family, but I don't have them ready. So using Drauhos, who I do have, I'm using Tulipa. She's at 3. I think she's not even leveled. Yeah, she's level 1 3-star, so maybe you can go with a little bit of a, or a 4-star. You can also level her up to 440 or something a little bit stronger. But she's the bait, and she's really nice because she'll give everyone mana when she dies. Usually I go in with Stanko, but since Stanko is purple, he will not be targeted in this case. So Tulipa is a good alternative. If using Drauhos, it has to be a yellow bait, so to speak, because otherwise Drauhos could get targeted or your sniper could get targeted. You don't want that. And what's nice about Drauhos is that he will gain mana when someone dies. So firstly, when Tulipa dies, she will give people mana, and then Drauhos will get extra mana from his own passive. Nika is really good here because when we have Octavia in the mobs in the first and second waves, she uses Assassin's Mark, and Nika really helps keep Drauhos alive with that spell shield. If my Drauhos was stronger, if he were, say, 660, then it's likely that the mobs will target Gojmir instead, and then it would be him benefiting from the spell shield in the earlier waves. We can see already that this battle is pretty slow because of all of the support capacity needed. Gwyn is still there for the increased speed and to heal a little bit. I think you would have a much better time of it if you had a bit of a stronger Tulipa than I do right at the moment. When I run Stanko, he's at 440, so you don't need much, and haven't put any gear on him. You just need him to, or her to, survive a couple of hits, maybe 1 or 2 rounds of tile damage. That's all that you need. And Gojmir is really nice here because he has the chance for the double hit. That's nice against the mobs, and that's nice against the Rift boss. And we are nearly there. So there you have it. 3 ways to do level 20 purple dust rifts. I hope that was interesting. Let me know if you have any better ideas, any other ideas. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.